Well, it's still standing and the snow is starting to melt. This is buckled, of course, you can see that, but I have been afraid to even walk under this to go in the trailer, so I've left my knife shop open around the back and I've been going in that way. But let me get up under here and see if I dare. Yeah, boy. That's incredible, incredible. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be running 2x4s, the length of these girders, and I'm gonna get hangers, screw them into the wall there, and I'll be screwing these girders to the 2x4s. So, I'm going in. If it gets me, it gets me. Well, it's good to see my cat is okay. I'm glad she's coming out because for a couple days I didn't give her the wet food. I just gave her the dry food because I knew it would freeze almost immediately. But today I gave her the wet food and she's eating it immediately, so good deal. Well, there's some good to come of this. Let me show you what my awning that came down is looking like. This is just really, I didn't expect this awning to come down because this awning was at such a steep angle. I can't imagine the snow not coming right off of that. And look at my poor gator. I'm gonna have to wait till this all melts and then get my angle grinder with a cutting disc or maybe a jigsaw and just start cutting away bits of this to get it out of here and work my way to the gator. And anyway, I'll deal with it. I got a cup of coffee I'm making and I'm gonna go into my knife shop and get a couple of dinner skinners started, and I'm going to make a neck knife for my giveaway. You know, I have one knife I'm going to give away, and my favorite machete, the Gerber Gator Bolo, and I'm going to make a neck knife and give that away too. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and give it away at 59,000 because it's going to be a long time before I get to 60. My subscriber growth has slowed significantly. I'm not worried about it. I don't base my enjoyment of my channel on my subscriber growth, but I don't want people to have to wait 6 months when I started talking about it 2 months ago, or a year even. You know, it could take a year to get that far. And I think I'll be at 59 in a couple, maybe 3 months, something like that. And that'll give me time to make a neck knife, and who knows, maybe something else. All right, let me get my coffee stirred up and get in the shop. Well, that Franken connection that I made to fix my water leak started leaking. I knew it would. I was hoping it'd hold more than a couple of days. This is what it looks like out here. And I barely got out of my driveway, man. Let me see if I can make it back without getting stuck. This is front wheel drive, so I probably, if I was rear wheel drive, I doubt I'd have made it up this hill here. And what I used the other day to fix that leak was some Schedule 80 connections on Schedule 40 pipe. And I made them work. I had to do some sanding and some fitting, but I figured it would hold more than a couple of days. I knew I was gonna have to get back under there and fix it right, but if I didn't have it, I just didn't have it, and I made do with the parts that I had. Come on, baby, come on, go up the hill. Come on, come on. I'm spinning. Okay, I'll make it up this hill. I'll be all right. There we go. I'm at the top of the hill. Now it's all downhill. Okay, I got that pipe fixed. It took me probably 20 minutes to go from my house to the hardware store here in town and back. It is that freaking treacherous. So in 20 minutes, in the 20 minutes that I was gone, this happened. I tell you what, man, this has just been unbelievable, the stuff that's happened. And I know you folks who get snow just can't imagine snow causing this much devastation. Well, gas station awnings have come down, apartment complex awnings have come down on cars. We do not get this kind of snow. Nobody builds things to withstand this. I mean, if you were living in Hawaii, you'd have no need for a parka. So, you know, that's why these things are happening, because we're getting unprecedented, never before quantities of snow, and our structures are not designed to handle that kind. I mean, you wouldn't build a tornado-proof home in an area that never sees a tornado, and you wouldn't build structures to withstand heavy loads of snow when you don't get snow. And it's just like clothing, you know. I have the basic cold weather clothing. Hell, I rode my motorcycle home in 30-degree weather the other day. But we're talking below zero here. We've broken records. Broken records many times over and over. Jeez. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I'm so disgusted with this weather. I can't believe it. I can't afford to fix this. I'm going to have to just take it down. So now I got 2 carports that are pretty much useless. I don't know if I can salvage any of the beams. I mean, if I can salvage anything, I may put up a piece of it just to put my car back under here. But anyway, I'm thankful my dogs went under here. Right here, you know, I had just walked out of there and then gone up to my car and drove to town. I mean, this could have happened while I was walking out of here. So, oh, there, I pulled the light off the wall. Didn't break any windows, though. Okay. It's over. We're gonna have a hard freeze tonight. And we're gonna start warming up after that. So in a few days, this will all be gone. And I'll start cutting and clearing and seeing what I can salvage, and maybe there's some roofing that I can salvage, because the roofing is crazy expensive. Oh well. It's these little things in life that come along and kick your ass over and over and over. Never ends. Well, it does end, but okay, I'm gonna quit complaining. There's people that have had it far worse than us. We've had water, and we've had heat, and we have food, and we have no need to go anywhere. The only reason I had to go somewhere was to get a fitting, and our hardware store was open for the first time today. When I made that Franken connection up the other day, it was just some parts I had laying around that I made work. And all right, I'm going to stop complaining. I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, and do you know what this is? That's somebody else's awning came down, and that's one. Here's another one. Somebody else's awning came down. 7 hours ago, they posted this. Free, come get it. Hey, they may have some stuff that I could use. I need to go look at that. No, it's in Shreveport. Never mind. I don't have enough guns. So, I'm not the only one this has happened to. This has happened. You just would not believe the businesses and apartment complexes that had their parking awnings crash down on top of cars. You just don't get it. Well, I mean, maybe you do, but there are, I'm telling you, there are people, and I've seen some of the comments. We get this kind of snow all the time. Well, okay, dumbass. All your structures are designed to withstand this kind of snow. Your water lines are buried below the frost line. We don't get that kind of weather here, so we don't put our water lines deep in the ground or put up our awnings where they can withstand so many feet of snow because we don't get snow. None of you people, none of my friends have said anything like that, but in reading other comments on other people's videos about this snow and what's happened to us, I've seen people saying, "What's the problem? You had plenty of warning." Nobody predicted this. Nobody. And nobody predicted that for 7 days we would have sub-freezing weather. It just never happens. It has never, ever happened, okay? I'm not going to keep going on and on about it, but if people are born in a certain area and that's the only climate they experienced, they can't understand it when other people who don't get their climate suddenly experience it. To them, they just can't understand why everybody's freaking out. Well, we have stores that not only are closed, but when they opened up, immediately ran out of food because people went 5-6 days without food or water. We have entire cities that ran out of water. They couldn't pump water out of the ground fast enough to refill the tanks. And the reason is people had leaks. Even cities developed leaks. All over Texas. I mean, like 3/4 of Texas lost their power or were affected in some way, whether it was water or, not having it or pipes freezing. I'm telling you, nothing like this. This is, it's not even like, people say, well, it was the 100-year flood. No, this is not even 100 years. The only time this state has ever experienced temperatures to this degree was 1938, and it wasn't even long lasting. It was just a day or two. We've had this for 7 days. And people have really suffered. And, you can't go back and rebuild millions and millions of homes in case 100 years from now it happens again. You just can't do that. It's not realistic. And, the same with clothes. We don't have clothing to survive that kind of cold that the people up north have. And the people up north, you come down here in August and sit out on my front porch with me and enjoy the 114-degree weather like I do. And I sit on my front porch in the sun. I love it. It makes my bones feel good. It makes my arthritis stop hurting. But there's not a lot of people that could come here from the snow country and sit out in the hot sun in 100-plus degree weather and enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to upload this, and tomorrow I may get started whacking this stuff apart, or at least get a real good look at what I'm going to need to start cutting on it and what I might be able to save. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's got to be done.